Here we are for day 11 of the Service to Purpose, the Mission is You challenge. My name is Brooks Holland. This is my boy Flops. And basically my gift is seeing the greatness inside you and helping you pull it out, because I had people that helped me out, because for 25 years I couldn't see the greatness, and I know how you'll self-sabotage. I know every trick in the book that you will try to do so that you don't live into your purpose and have the impact and live the life that you want to have and have the impact of others that you want. And so if you've been following this, day 10, we got into some pretty intense stuff. And really it's the feeling. It's the emotion. It's the absolute toughest, hardest thing for people to get to, is to get into the feelings and the emotion. We will spend so much time up here, trying to think our way through everything. And the problem is that just doesn't work. Like, we can't think our way through an emotional problem. The only thing that we can do is we have to face it head on, and we have to feel it. And this is the beautiful thing about feeling those emotions. Emotions, they last from seconds to minutes. And the other beautiful thing is emotions are like crayons. Like, you can use one for seconds to minutes, and then you can use another one. I was actually doing an exercise with one of my mentors where we actually went from demonstrating rage, just visceral rage, what's up, buddy, to shifting like that into love. And it was the most beautiful thing, because these are the emotions that we stuff. These are the emotions that sit deep down inside of us, that are really what's holding us back in life. A lot of people ask me about the business side of stuff, and I guess I enjoy business and all that stuff, but here's the thing: behind every business problem is a personal development problem, is a problem that's something there. Ended up over the last several years, have had multiple 7-figure years with my wife in business, and at those same times we've also had some really hard times. And really getting to the root of those hard times, it's not like it's a business problem, like it's something external with sales or this, that. I mean, yes, those are the, that's the symptom, but really what it is, it's things within us. It's these stuffed emotions, these triggers, these belief sets, these ways of being, these things that happened and for years have been sitting there, and they're eventually going to come up until we learn these lessons. So I can't stress how important it is to feel. I'm just going to let that sink in, because that really is the crux that's holding you back, that's holding me back. Everybody's got some story at some point of, the not good enough, not worthy, not lovable. And here's the thing: you can use that to drive you to the perception of great success. You can use that, to prove to everybody you can have this super successful business. You can have all that stuff, but you won't have fulfillment until you get down and you do that work. And at the same time, there's people like me that I let that sit there and allow me to not take action. I let I'm not good enough to take action. So there's, it's kind of sitting there, and I let it sit up above me, and I let it keep me down. I let it keep me playing small. I let it keep me hiding, and I hid behind the perfection, the procrastination, and I let it feed into that story that, not good enough, not worthy. And then again, by not taking action, it was further proof, and that was the loop. And I also know people on the other side, and I've seen this quite a bit, where they take massive action. They get stuff done, they go, they crush, and they're reaping, all the external benefits of success. And the thing is, but they're going at 9,000 RPM the whole time. The problem is they can't slow down, because if they slow down, they'd have to confront this feeling, this emotion that's sitting under the surface. So there's people like me that we stayed under the surface, we didn't take action, we kept hiding because we didn't deal with this stuff, and there's other people that keep going. But in the end, you know, I'm starting from a clean slate. I'm building from a clean slate. Whereas the people that have had, you know, that just kept doing, going, to-do list, they took massive action. They had great financial success. But at some point, if they want to be fulfilled, if they want to be able to slow down, if they want to be able to actually enjoy it and to be present, you know, to take time, you know, and not be in their heads, they have to do this work. And that work is feeling. That work is sitting with the emotions, because the thing is, what's driving them at 9,000 RPM is to keep building the resume, to keep building the proof that they're good enough. And then finally you just reach a point where it's tiring. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. I mean, you can just look at the amount of A-list celebrities, Olympic athletes, rock stars, billionaires. I mean, they've had more money, they've had all the stuff, but they weren't happy with themselves. They weren't complete there. And again, you can go back and see, and there's that, you know, there's that emotional piece that you have to access. So like we talked about yesterday in video 10, you know, there's an incident that happens, and then we give it meaning. You know, parents yell at us like, you know, what happened? Didn't put something away right. What meaning do we give to it? Ugh, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. So that's the belief or the meaning. And the thing is, there's emotion that's tied to that. When that, you know, when we get in trouble, some incident happens, there's emotion tied with it. But we got that meaning and that belief, which drives the stories. You know, the story is, crap, I'm not good enough. You know, so that drives our behavior, you know, which drives our actions, which drives our results. And again, if you believe it's not good enough, then your actions, like, everything just keeps feeding this loop, keeps feeding this pattern. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And we can sit here and logically, we can know, yeah, it was my parents, they did this. We can logically see and know all those steps, but until we get back to that part, the emotion and the feeling, it's simple, but it's not easy. You have to face it, you have to feel it, and that's the only way to get free and get to the other side. And in this process of this challenge, this is the first step. This is the first pillar we got to clean up. We got to clean up the past. We have to take responsibility. We have to, we got to clean up. We got to clean up, and we got to have to get to a clean foundation so that we can build upon it. And, you know, then there's the rest of it afterwards. But this is the key. It's just like building a house. If your foundation isn't squared away, you can't really build anything that great on a sloppy foundation. And the biggest piece to getting that clean foundation is getting complete with yourself. You know, getting complete with, you know, these stories and that pent up, that emotion. And today's been a huge day for me. And I mean this is nothing but positive greatly. I mean, some of the messages and emails that I've gotten from people has been huge. And really, that is what makes it all worth it for me. I'm not posting all over social media. I'm doing one of these videos a day. I'm basically, you know, predominantly doing this on YouTube. I think I do sometimes put it on Facebook. But I had somebody send me like a 60-line email, and it was all great stuff. Like, I really enjoy reading that. It lets me know that these videos are having an impact. And I had about 5 or 6 other people reach out to me as well. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep leaning into this discomfort and just do this work. And I promise you, I mean, this is stuff that I spent tons and tons of money, and it took me years and years to get. And so even if these videos just help you get that next piece of awareness, so that you hear something from somebody else that's going to land on a deeper level, I mean, that's all that I can ask for. Like, I want nothing more, because I don't want people to feel like I felt for so long. And the thing is, what I'm really reaching is the people that are destined for greatness. They know deep down they've got greatness inside, but something's happened in the past that's holding them back, that's holding you back from realizing that. And only because I did it for 25 plus years, I know all the little tricks you're going to try to play. So my job is to help you see and uncover that greatness. So this is day 11. Thank you very much. Again, if you found value, leave a comment, share it with other people. And I will see you tomorrow. Right, floppers? And then here's the beautiful view by the lake. Again, just taking some time for myself and my boy Flops here. And I'll see you tomorrow.